Good evening, guys. Welcome to VP4TV. Matt has just arrived in the lobby. Cobra is in getting some practice, and we're gearing up for the one lost side match. All UK affair. MC Clarkey versus Cobra on the one lost side. Race to 150, starting at the top of the hour. Welcome to Dwight. Welcome to Slim. Welcome to Bedhead, Bill, and Spudboy, and anybody else that's out there. Well, the good news is that remember a little while ago I was talking about YouTube sending out invites to people like me who don't have 1,000 subscribers because they've widened the allowance for people to be able to get monetization on their YouTube channel. Well, I got the invite yesterday. I've activated it, and my YouTube channel is now available to to subscribe. And according to YouTube, when you're setting up the subscription thing on YouTube, they recommend you charge $2.99 a month. There's lower options, so I'm charging a pound a month on YouTube to become a channel member on YouTube. You don't have to watch it on YouTube, just become a member. And send a little revenue my way. But anyway, that's done. There's a lot of other things on it that I haven't had the time to look at, but I've set it up. And the only thing you get is you get your little chat logos and stuff for the amount of months you've been a subscriber and that sort of thing. It's a usual thing on these chat things on YouTube. But anyway, I'm monetized, and if I get anything from it, it'll be worthwhile at the end of the day. Now, I don't know if Steve's going to be here. He's said nothing to me. I'm going to have a quick look. Well, he is there. Good afternoon, good evening to Steve.
Good evening.
I take it you saw that carry on with Stubb last night.
I saw something. I know Simon kicked him.
Right. Now, you know why Simon kicked him?
Yeah, he came on a different account.
Well, that is something that Stubb categorically denies, that he's got any more than one account, and he says you know that he's only got one account. The reason I'm saying that is because these other real polling power 2, 3, and 4 all appeared in the lobby. But you must have a way of knowing how many accounts Stubb's got.
Sort of, maybe.
Well, I don't think that he's clever enough or actually got enough. I don't think he's really bothered about having more than one account. Anyway, to cut a long story short, he got kicked for having multiple accounts. He had been muted. But what I was thinking is that, would the easy solution not be to actually open up those other 3 accounts with Stubbs' name on them and tell them that they have to change their name? Would that not be the simple solution? That way they can't come in under his name. Because you're only meant to have the one name. I mean, if somebody came in with 9ball.com 2 next to their name, I'd be on to you to get them sorted out. I wouldn't want anybody to have money. Anyway, that's enough of that. But I just think that Simon jumped the gun last night, because I can't believe that Stubbs got more than one account. I don't think he's even interested in anything like that. And that's why he was ranting to me for an hour on the phone last night. While
I know there were multiple real Polands, and I thought, I actually thought they were not him.
No, they're definitely not him. I don't believe that they're him. And as I say, the way to fix it is to open up their names and tell them they must change their name. They can't have the same name as somebody else, and that would sort it. And then you'd never see them again. That's one thing I would know. You'd never see them again.
That's that's opening a big can of worms trying to do that.
Well, are they all registered? Have they all paid for an account, or are they gratis?
No, all those other players are registered. I did not.
Oh, you missed a good match. Been talking about all the way through is who's going to raise their game. Let me check the chat. Hang on. I'm just trying to get the chat aligned up better. That's better. Just before the room goes up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Acero was the favorite in that match. Kind of won about what I would expect. Might have got a little more.
Right, the room is up.
Acero's going to be the favorite in his next match too.
Yeah, yeah, he will
Although
be.
I think it's not a big advantage for him.
Well, Matt's going to have to do the same thing tonight. He's going to have to step up his game and actually score when he gets visits where he's putting the pressure on Cobra. That's what he has to do.
He's a pretty big he's a pretty big underdog in this match.
Well, I'm going for the underdog. I'm going for 150 to 132 to Matt. There you go.
Matt's going to have to play a great match to win, and Cobra's probably going to have to make some mistakes.
I think I've got YouTube now on subscribers only chat. I think that's what I did. Not subscribers only. I think it is subscribers only or something like that. Anyway, they're both in. We've got.
I'll be right back.
Matt and nearest me and Cobra on the left. Good evening to Semi-Pro. I just noticed I'm in the chat there. Well, that was a close lag. You don't get a chance to even look at it and measure it yourself. The game just says, boom, that's it. He's won it. So Cobra's been put into break, which is a good start for Matt. And Cobra trying to do the semi-pro break, but let's have a look. Has he got cover? No, he can see the one. Well, I've got 1 day left, one shift tomorrow. It might actually be a long shift. It might be 6 o'clock to 2 in the afternoon, but once that's done, then I'm off for a week.
Cobra did his...
yeah, he tried the semi-pro break, but he didn't get the cover on that one ball.
Yeah, I think that break's risky, but this game is hard to break with the standard break.
Oh, now, talking of breaks, in that last match, the one with Acero, am I right in saying, the guys will know, those that watched it, but I think I'm right in saying that Acero lost a lag and was put into break. I watched the cue ball, and Acero made the best break we've seen in the whole tournament. I mean, a standard, proper break that you would see in straight pull. He got the cue ball right down into the bottom left-hand corner as we look here, and he left absolutely not a sniff. There was nothing on at all. Best break of the tournament. Conventional, that is, other than this semi-pro thing that we've seen.
Yeah, well, I mean, the break's important. I mean, it's something you should practice.
Oh,
it definitely is. Big disadvantage to be breaking, but
it's a bit even bigger disadvantage in VP4 when you think about it, as opposed to real life. You know.
Oh yeah, because you can so pocket ball so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've ranted on, and I'm going to repeat myself again. Things like this, where you get this sort of start, even though the balls are all locked up there, I don't know whether he's got a bit of an angle yet. This is something where, 15 of a run isn't good enough. You've got to try and really pile it on straight away if you can. And straight away, I think he's almost going to. Well, I think he's fine. He'll cut the 12.
Yeah, I think he did the right thing there. I mean, he needed the power of that, or it's going to get stuck. Didn't come out as good as it could have.
this would be risky if he cuts this and catches the pack.
Well, it's okay as long as he runs into like the 9 ball. If he runs into 2, it just depends on where. Dead on's what he doesn't want. The bottom side of the 2, it'll go down to the end rail.
Well,
oh boy,
that was the thing I was worried about. They was going to play it too soft.
Yeah, well, he's okay. He's got the 8 ball. This isn't a hard shot, especially in VP. In real life, I would rarely miss this shot. I think, in VP, you almost should never miss that shot.
Oh, he's got problems now. I think he can cut the 11, though. I think he can get to the 11. Can he get through? No, he can't get it. Gap's too tight. Gap's too... No, wait a minute. The more I look at it, the more I'm convinced he can get it. I think he can get that 11 ball, and I think that...
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he can get it.
Well,
he doesn't want to mess with it. He's going to play the combo.
Oh, I think the line on that 11 ball is actually perfect. I might be wrong. Well,
yeah, and that's kind of what you want to avoid. What just happened there.
Well, I suppose the one good thing is, see if he actually bumps the 10, but brushes off the 10 and skims up the way, he can use that 15 ball to get the bump in those 2 in the rail there.
If he shoots the 14, he's not going to brush up where he's got a shot on the 15.
I think he's going to catch too much of it, and I think he is looking at it. Yeah,
he's going in the side pocket. Now he's looking at the corner. No, it's definitely going to hit.
Yeah,
it's depending on the speed he hits it at, but it's not. It wouldn't go where he wants. That's a really good shot there.
He might do it this way. He can drag into this 10 and just come right into them.
Yeah, this is what he's got to do. And you don't want to hit this particularly easy. I mean, you don't have to blast it, but you don't want to baby it.
Right. We might as well clear this up right now, Steve. Semi-Pro is asking you to change the pit stop table to the hard times table for the black ball, so you can answer them and clear it up.
He's talking about the room, not the table.
Change pit stop to hard times for the black ball. No, I think he wants the room changed. Am I right in saying that, Semi-Pro?
Yeah. You said table, but you meant room.
Did I? Ah, right. Well, my bad.
Actually, I think the 9 ball will go. A little bit of English. I think he can shoot the 9 ball. He doesn't think so.
Well, he's okay. Problem is that the 15's not great, but it could have been used as a break ball. He's going to have to.
Yeah, he's going to be using 11 as a break ball, I think. Which is okay. That break ball, you either got to go straight up and catch the corner ball, or you got to go forward. Actually, he's got to go forward a little just to get the corner ball. Now, you don't have to hit this super hard. See how he went forward and how it came back off the rail?
Oh, well, he might be on the 7.
Yeah, he's okay. It rolled into a bad spot, but that was the right way to hit that break. See how it separates off the back of the rack, and that's what you want it to do. Not that you still can't get a bad roll, but you're not going to get stuck on the rack.
Oh, welcome to Tam. Has it been, for want of a better description, pissing the rain all day, Tam? We've finally stopped raining here. I mean, we had an absolute deluge while I was at work this morning. The rain was bouncing off the roof. They're talking about 6 or 7 inches of rain up in the north. There'll be people flooded out.
Well, Sam, my answer is going to be the same as it always is. If you're the only one telling me that, there's going to have to be a few people going, this is a mistake to do it in this room. One person isn't enough.
Well, you're going to have to get your petition up quick, Semi-Pro. Watch the cue ball. Right, now is he on that one at the back of the bunch there? Yes, he is. He's on the 8 ball. Well, I think I mean, he can easily bail out, but is he going to be brave enough to take that 8-ball? He's absolutely perfect to bump these open.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't like shooting the 8-ball right now, and the reason why is that going forward or going backwards, neither one was particularly that attractive where the cue ball was going.
That's not too bad. I mean, he's a bit awkward again, though, but it's not bad.
I spent a lot of time practicing straight pull. I shoot balls like that 8-ball. I go, no, I don't want to go forward. I'm going to go backwards. Was backwards better, but backwards still wasn't that good. And then you end up, with no shot, and you know up front you shouldn't shoot it, and then sometimes you do anyways.
Well, he could easily take that. Is that the 12-ball that's up the top of the table as I'm looking top down? I think it is. He could easily take that and get on that 8 at the back and come through and then land on the 15 or something like that in the gap. That would be simpler than taking the 14.
I just roll the 12 because you've got the 4, the 2, and the 8 all there.
He's on the 8 if he wants it. Now those two are pretty much dead set, that 15 and 9. I mean, there's no way you're not making that 15 and 9.
Well, you play shape for the 1-ball. You either got the 1 or the 15.
Now, what's he keeping?
He's a little high.
He's got nothing as a break ball yet. He might be. Has he got the angle to run forward and run into these? I don't know whether he'd be make it. The 1-ball might be a break ball if it comes off the 15 while it's went the other side.
Well, now he's got big problems because that 15-1. I'm not sure those balls go. He's going to have to shoot behind him up table or move them.
Yeah. No, they're not going. Obviously, they will go up table.
He's going to stop this, use the 14 to break those up, keep the 9 as a break ball. Only problem here is you may end up shooting your 9 if you don't get a shot on the 1 or 15.
Well,
he managed to not get a shot on anything.
He's in trouble. And he can't get to the 9. He can bank the 9 if he wants.
He can shoot the 1. The 1 ball's a reasonable shot to shoot it. The problem is that the cue ball is going to be uncontrolled. It's going to hit the 9, but I mean the 1's definitely a cuttable shot.
Yeah, I think he agrees with you. Looks as if he's getting a good look at it. I think he's got to go for it because that's the one that it's surefire to go in if he gets it. If he gets the hit. Anything else isn't guaranteed.
Cut it real thin and hit it hard.
Yeah, what's he doing? Is he banking it?
He might bank it. I mean, if they're really good at banking and comfortable, you might bank it. I would always cut that.
Undecided by the look of it.
He decides to play safe, which is
he's
not that bad a play, except that the safety's not that good. But the redeeming thing about it is that the 15-9 are a problem. You can make the 1, but you got to get on the 15-9.
Well, the run-in's in 26, but that's probably the right thing to do.
This is tricky position. I like making the 1 and going above the side pocket. He's going to hit it that way, which is not hit good enough. So, I mean, he can cut the 15 here, and the 9-ball's going up table.
This 9-ball could end up on the long rail at the bottom of the screen here. The way this cue ball's going to hit the 9, it's going to bump it onto the short rail and then onto this long rail, I think. Well, he's hit it hard enough that it's coming out. Well,
Well, if you want to see a break shot that you don't want,
this is it.
you really got to try to hit the top of the top two balls. If you hit on the side of the rack, there's a good chance you're going to scratch. You could go 2 rails and try to come into it. That's another way you could do it.
Well,
and he hit it perfect and
you
still
called
scratched.
it. You called it.
He needed to be up on top of that ball. He just got on the outside of it, and that was it.
This is a big bonus for Matt to add to his tally. Got again an easy combo to take care. I think he's got to take care of that combo right now while he's got ball in hand. I mean, I think it's well worth just dealing with it and getting it out of the way.
Well, Cobra played the right shot. He just didn't quite get on top of it, and that was it. He'll place you the combo here.
There's another one. That 9, 5, and 3 are dead. Absolutely stone dead. Never going to miss. So he's got that as a backup plan. If he's already studied the pack, he's got that. That's never missing. I think it's going in off the jaw.
Yeah.
Well, now he's bumped to 9 out of the way. He'll know even better looking at it. Well, we want to look at it that way. I still think it's going in.
I do too.
Is he going to play it now? He's giving it a good look again as well. I think he's spied it, so he knows it's there, but he might be bumping it as well if he's playing this 9. Good afternoon to Blind Hog.
I hug.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh
now,
dear.
That's the way you don't want to hit balls in straight pull. You don't want to go in a cluster without speed. I think he thought he was going to have trouble getting to the balls and kind of hit it easy to get the draw to catch, but yeah, you do not want to hit balls like that.
Either way you look at it, that's a big fail. You know, he's been gifted an opportunity there to really tally up and get to like 50 there. And now he's going to have to sit back and maybe feeling the pain after this visit. You just don't know. Missed opportunities is what you don't want to be looking back on at the end of a match.
Well, he's just got to hope Cobra doesn't pop off a big run here.
And that, yeah, the 5-3 still sitting there.
He's looking around. He should shoot to 14. You want to get that ball out of there. Or to 11. You could shoot to 11 here too. I'd shoot to 14, but I'd probably shoot to 14 and maybe then 11. Not quite sure why he's going up table there.
Well, once again, there's I suppose, I mean, he might be trying to leave the 13.
Yeah, I thought he might try to bump the 3 ball right there on that last shot.
Well, that bump, that 15's now sitting pretty good. So he's got choices here.
Except he just got funny. So there goes the 13 ball, but he's got the 15, so he's okay.
Now, is he going to leave that 5-3 as a combo, or is he going to get rid of the 6 and take the 3 right now? Go up and get rid of that 14. Looks like it. Presuming the 3 ball goes clean. Yeah, it does.
He's going to shoot the 3 and then probably the 14. Could play a shape for the 5 on the side. A lot of times the ball's just sitting in a place where it's natural to fall into that. Going from the 14 to the 5 is easy if you play it in the side pocket. I think that's what it'll do.
Looks as if he's going to go straight down the table here.
Yeah. Well, you can do this in VP. In real life, you'd never shoot this shot. You go 14-5-4.
I think he's just finished the wrong side of this 4, has he? No, he hasn't. He's dead straight. So here's the first test for Cobra.
Well, he's going to have to hit a little spinner here. Either that or go 3 rails. Well, he's going to hit the spinner. That's how I'd play it.
And that's come back into line. That's pretty good.
That's good. Hit a little firm. I'd like to be a little closer, but he's fine. Now, this one I'm definitely drawing.
What about John Higgins this afternoon? Did any of you guys watch the... I told you about Discovery Plus. You can watch the snooker free on Discovery Plus if you don't have Eurosport. And John Higgins was 5-2 up, first to 6 against Judd Crump. And then he completely falls out of the game. Judd Crump starts revving up and Higgins eventually loses 6-5. What a signal that is.
Well, Spud Boy, that was a funny pattern, and that's what Cobra does. His pattern play really isn't that great, but he's good enough he's getting away with a lot. He'd run a lot more balls if he played better patterns.
Well, I'll tell you something. Cobra's thinking he's won a watch here because he might have been expecting to come to the table 50 odd or more behind, but you know that big fail from Matt has let him right off the hook early on here. That Alaska.
I think that 7 ball's too low semi. It's close. It's close.
I was talking to you guys last night about that Alaskan truck driver game, and they put out the beta demo for testing, play testing. So I downloaded it, started it up. To cut a long story short, you can't drive it with the Xbox controller. So I thought it was just me. Went on to the discussion forum. There's another 2 guys with exactly the same problem. I mean, how about that for a game that's getting released in 10 days' time? Can't drive it with a controller. It's totally bugged. That's what happens with games when they're rushing in to get them released for a deadline date. You end up with well, most PC games are beta games when they come out anyway half the time. And no sooner are they released, but the first big patch comes out 2 days later.
Well, online games has become real common to do what's called a soft release, where you're basically releasing a beta.
Yeah, that's just the story of it. But this game cannot be released on the 18th if you can't use the Xbox controller on it. It's mostly designed for console. It's out in the PC, but they're aiming it at the console market. Because any truck driving games that are on consoles have been crap. So they have...
No bet, Ed. I haven't watched any of the Cutter Open. Who's commentating it?
A commentator are on drugs. There's a live tournament on YouTube at the moment. I can't remember where it's from. I think it's a 9-ball tournament.
That's probably what Bedhead's talking about.
I don't think it's the Qatar Open. Is it the Qatar Open? That didn't ring a bell. I don't know who's streaming it, mind you. Well, 14-ball is sitting there. It's nominated to be the break ball. It's sitting perfect for that, but he's got the 5-ball to get rid of. Come back for the 8, come down for the 3.
This is, yeah, he definitely wants to use the 3.
I mean, it couldn't be easier. I mean, all he has to do is get good on this 8 so he can roll through. He needs to get fairly straight. And that's not perfect. He might have to end up going across the table for this 3-ball.
Well, he's going to put a little English on it. He'll be okay.
He's holding it.
I like that shot. I play that shot in real life a lot. Little soft, little inside to spin it up the rail. That's a really good shot. You know, it's a shot you can control well.
Well, this is break number 2 for Cobra.
Yeah, this angle I'd come back with it.
Watch the cue ball. Oh, God, there it goes. And Matt's off the hook this time.
Well, he didn't really come back with it. He kind of stunned it.
And Cobra's run ends just short of Matt. Trailing by 6 balls. Run ends in 24 with a scratch.
That hurt.
Well, he's got to take advantage of that. He's got to think about, you know, that poor effort that he made last time round, and take full advantage. Oh, that might have actually landed as a combo, that 2-ball. Oh, I think it's dead set as well. But can he get the 7 past the 14? That's blocking. The 14's blocking it.
Yeah, that's a mess. It's fine. He can get rid of it. He's a little funny here. I think he wanted to get an angle to run into the 7, and he's a little funny.
Well,
was able to get it.
He's caught it.
Well, all these balls and not a whole lot to shoot at.
The
2's tight. He might have to shoot his break ball.
What, that one on kick? No, they're Kick's default emojis. I think they are. I've not done anything on Kick. Good evening to Matt.
He was able to make the 2, so good shot there.
Right.
I'd imagine he'll shoot the 4 right now and let it run into the 8.
I've uploaded 3 or 4 emojis to YouTube. Who's going to be my first subscriber on YouTube? £1 a month. Come on. I've been monetized, Steve, on YouTube. And
good for you.
And I'm offering subscriptions at the cheapest rate, cheaper than what YouTube suggests you should set it at. $2.99 they wanted me to set it at. And I thought, I've absolutely no chance of getting anybody for $2.99, so it's bare minimum bottom drawer, £1 a month, and for that you get 2 or 3 emojis, and you get a little tag next to your name for the amount of months you've been with us.
And they think that's going to motivate people?
No, of course it won't. But if they do any advertising at any point, I've got £35 of money on Google AdSense, Steve, that I never knew about, that I had off my old website. That money's been lying there for like 6-7 years. No interest on it. Well, there's a problem. I don't know that 6 and I think the 6 and 8 will go if you get behind them, but I don't think they'll go from this end. No, I don't think you can.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot the 4 and run into the 8 before. Well, that's a little risky what he just did.
He's dead straight.
Well, he can shoot the 8 up table.
Oh no, he's got an angle.
Shoot the 14 and shoot the 8 up table.
Yeah, just roll through, yeah. Well, it's just a little dink, that's all he wants to do. A little dink through. He hasn't, now, what's he got as a break ball here? He's got the 7 and the 5.
Well, he'll be shooting the 7 probably after he shoots this 8.
So he's sitting good at the moment.
He's going to go 7, 6, 9.
Oh, what's Steve eating today? It's more the question should be, what's Steve not eating today? I think anything that's not tied down or locked away, Steve eats it. I think that's basically it. I think you could summarise it that way.
I've got to maintain my figure.
The poor cat is sitting there looking at him while he's stuffing his face all the time. Well, I think he's the wrong side of this 6 as well. He's going to have to run.
Definitely on the wrong side.
Yeah.
I'm
Watch
surprised.
the cue ball. Watch the cue ball. You wouldn't believe it. Oh, dear.
I can't believe on that simple shot he got that far out of line on the 6. That was easy to get on. Well, he's got a good angle, left a lot of distance. I will go forward with this because it's going to catch the 4 ball.
Well, it checked
decided to stun it.
Oh, he might be dead in the water here. Well, he's
going to come out very good.
Okay. He's got the, what's that, the 9 ball or the 1 ball? I think he's okay.
He's got the 1, he's got the 10 on the side, and that's about it. He'll shoot the 1. I mean, you know, Matt's played pretty good this match. He missed 1 ball that he probably shouldn't have missed. Other than that, it's been good.
Yeah, the thing is, he's got to sustain that if he's going to ramp the pressure up on Cobra. That's, you know, this is why I want to see a match. I want to see somebody do what Acero did the other night.
Cobra, his limited knowledge of straight pull and patterns makes him vulnerable, but only if things just don't go right for him, because he pockets balls well, you know, he moves the cue ball well, so, you know, he's going to run a lot of balls regardless, and it's things like what happened to him last time on that scratch. I mean, that's the kind of stuff Matt needs to have happen.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, I don't think Matt's that far behind him in terms of potting balls. You know, he knows what he's doing most of the time. Okay, it won't be what you would call conventional in how you play straight pull, but you know, that's taking advantage of VP4 at the end of the day as well. Now, is that a combo he's kicked there? No, it isn't.
I mean, Matt's patterns are, you know, it's like Cobra. They're not wonderful. I think Matt's cue ball's not quite as good as Cobra, but he probably does pop balls as well.
That takes care of that. So 7 ball for the break ball. And I think he may well be dead straight on that 14 along the rail. Let's have a look. Yeah, he doesn't want to be taking any liberties with that at this angle. That could easily follow straight in if he gets it wrong. Yeah, he's quite right. Just rolling it dead weight.
Well, I mean, everything's good here. I'm sure he's going to use a 7 as a break ball.
Yeah, but how's he getting on it? Is he going to cut that 12 and come out, or?
Well,
he's going to have to go around the back end of that. Is that the 4 ball or the 8 ball that's up there? He's going to have to. What the hell ball is it? I need to go up and look. It's a 4 ball.
I would prefer getting on it, probably using the 12. I think that's what he's going to do. So now he's funny. That's the thing about pool. You want to avoid getting funny. And good players don't do it as much. The other thing is that good players know how to handle funny better. And that's not really the angle you want, but he's okay. Just go forward on this. He's putting inside. No, inside. No, no, no. This is just straightforward, maybe a touch of outside. Oh, he put a bunch of outside. Oh.
Well, that's done him.
Well, what got him was the thing that gets everybody. is that they put the English like there's going to be no induced spin from the ball, but you get English from the ball. Just the fact that you're cutting the ball puts English on it. That was just straight top. If you're going to put any English, it should have been just a fraction.
Now, why doesn't he pot this and just call a safety and nail Cobra to the rail?
Well, because he wanted to do that, and I'm not sure that was a good idea. I would have called a safety.
Yeah, pot the 7.
Watch out here. This could be a scratch. Oh, you hit it, kid.
Yeah, roll
I don't
dead
like
weight
those
onto
shots
that.
where. Well, that was a good shot. I don't like those shots where if you don't hit it thin enough, it scratches.
There's nothing doing. But of course, the distance that Cobra's having to play, this is touchy.
Well, I don't know. That 13 ball is close. I don't think it goes, but it's close.
It looks as if it's catching the knuckle.
Yeah, I think it's catching at least the knuckle.
I don't think Cobra's. I mean, he's looking at the pack, but I don't.
You almost have to play off this 8 ball.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not the 8
ball
that you're worrying about.
8 ball.
Well, he's got to get it really thin because that 15 ball could bump the 10 in the gap. He's went the other way.
Yeah, see, that's a crazy shot in my book. You hit that just a little too thick and right in the corner pocket.
No, it's not a bad result. Matt's got the same problem Cobra's got, so he's got a choice to make.
Well, if he wants to thin to 13, this is way easier than the shot Cobra had.
Well, that. Acero played a great shot. It was like a 5-ball combo, just like with that 14-2 and is that the 5 or the 7 and the 13 or the whatever it is off the 1 ball, a bit like that, and he looked at it, and then he played it and called it and played it and it went in. I'm sure it was like a 5-ball combo. That's an excellent shot.
That was well done there.
That's the type of shot you want to play. That's perfect as far as length goes. And again, it just makes it really tricky to line your eye up on the edge of that object ball.
Is somebody finally going to play off the 8 ball?
Well, I think the main worry for Cobra is playing off the 1 ball and banking it on, backing it off that back rail and into play.
I'd be playing off the 8 ball.
He's certainly
scared.
Got
all those balls. Nothing's popping out unless you hit it really thick.
A bit like that, almost.
Yeah, but see, the thing I like about that is see what the 8 did. The only problem is he left it.
He's left the cut, but I don't think there's anything to be gained from
he got
playing
it just
the 8 ball, is
heavy, because the 8 ball is going to come out like that. He gets it just not quite so heavy, and the cue ball gets up table better.
Is there any value in taking this 8 ball?
Sure.
I mean,
hit it with a little bit of inside, and you're going to hit the 11 ball, and yeah.
Well, he's got to get it good, because putting the English on it...
It's a risky shot.
Yeah, like that. You see, that's what he's done, and that's why he's made the mistake, because the spin has caught him out there. He caught the 8 ball way too thin.
Well, it was definitely a risky shot. I mean, that was not a guaranteed make.
No. Well,
guys in real life wouldn't have shot that, but in VP, I think it's maybe not a horrible shot, but you got to make it.
Hold on a second here. What's Cobra done? Is he on that 8 ball? I don't think he is.
Doesn't look like him.
Oh, I don't think he is.
He can shoot the 12 ball.
He's got the 12 though.
He's fine.
Good evening to Chimpy. No, Higgins was 5-2 up, Mark, and he lost 6-5. I mean, Trump really sort of blew him off the table. He was struggling, Trump, early on, but then he just wound it up and went for it and wiped the floor with him for the rest of the match. Oh, well, I think he's just He's still okay. This time he can cut the 8 if he wants. I think he's got the 9 as well. I would have played in that slim if I wasn't doing this. We could have done the double. The 9-ball Scottish doubles and the 8-ball. Well, Matt's lead is what, 21? No, tell a lie, 31 it was. Down to 30. Yeah, just don't mention that 9-ball.
Well, I'm looking at the brackets for this Cutter Open, and there's a whole lot of arrows playing on this thing.
Well, there will be if it's is it in Qatar?
Yeah, there's some good players though. Filler's playing, Robbie Capito, Naoki Oi, Beato, Kazikas, Jungling Chang, Omar Al-Shalheen.
I've heard of that name.
Yeah, he's played in the U.S. a lot. Good player. Dennis Grabby. Albin Ushan. Petri Makonnen. Dunghua Huang.
9-ball got miss. Oh, that
Timpy's favorite guy, let me butcher his name. Bister Bosch. I'm sure that's not how you say it.
Just call him Butterscotch, that's easier to say.
Yeah.
6-ball for the break ball, is it? I mean, if he just if he leaves the angle in the 14, he can get out into the table, leave that angle in the 6. That's what he's going to do. Eminem.
Yeah, he's playing Mika. Ko Ping Chung. So, got the winner of the U.S. Open in it.
Well, he doesn't want to.
If he's playing his brother's got to be playing. Ross CK.
He doesn't want to open up like that. I don't think this is much good.
Yuko.
He wanted a bigger angle than this, I think.
Pagalion.
Well,
they must be, and Victor Zelinsky, they must be offering a fair amount of money.
Of course, a lot of it's in Qatar.
Well, to get that field, there's a lot of good players in it. No Anton Raga. Beato is only
money's no object over there, isn't it? They're absolutely swimming in money.
So table 1 right now, you got Josh Filler and Ko Ping Chung, so that's an exciting match.
Well, they must be getting down to the nitty gritty. Is it finished tomorrow? Must finish tomorrow.
Well, says that's a live scoring link.
Now, you might have just made a combo there. That little bump in that 10-ball.
Says that's a final.
No, it isn't.
So I don't know what's going on now.
So that's the final. Oh, well.
Well, supposedly that's a live scoring link.
Now he's desperate to get into these balls here. Running out of balls to do it. Dead straight in the 9. That's no good. And yeah, he might be in trouble here. Quite look at the bunch of balls. There's nothing doing.
Oh, I don't think he's in trouble at this point.
You don't think he's in trouble? I think he's in trouble.
No, he's okay.
But the thing is, you know, the good thing about Cobra is he's, you know,
he'll use a 13 ball right now and break him up. The 4 balls there. This is a pretty safe shot.
Well,
you just want to get the cue ball going right into the 7, bottom side of the 7. Hit the 3 too.
Well, he's hit most of the 7, but he's good
now. That's fine. That's what you wanted to do, is get the 7 solid. Bottom side might have been a little better, but not really. I mean, it didn't really matter as long as you hit the 7 solid.
And that 2 ball's sitting perfect. Well, it'll do.
You still think he's in trouble?
No, he's not now. Well, he was in trouble, but that's what I was going to say. You know, the thing about Cobra is he gets himself in trouble, but he, you know, he'll work at it at getting out of trouble.
Yeah, well,
dealing with it.
You're always going to have to deal with clusters and straight pull and breaking stuff like that. Cobra's problem is he doesn't always play good patterns, and that's why he's not running lots of balls all the time. The thing about Cobra is you rarely see him miss an easy shot. And that's kind of the bugaboo for most players, is that they'll miss easy balls. Cobra rarely ever does that. His mistakes are usually, you know, going to be a pattern mistake, or he gets himself in trouble, or the break shot, he doesn't hit it right, or, you know, one of those. He's not going to miss a lot of balls.
Well, he just feathered the 2 a little bit more open off that, off the rack. And now he's in trouble. He's going to have to make a choice here where he's heading.
Yeah, I mean, I like going 12, 8, 11. The 11's easy to get on the 2. You're going to have to hit this a little, get it come back across some. Yeah, I would have rather been a little bit closer. Yeah, see, if he would have hit that harder and got a little closer to the 8, then he could have gone 8, 11. He didn't want to risk missing it.
Well, he's going to be just going straight back, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he got good on the 8. It's just that ball isn't great key ball. Just because you get funny on it, you're in trouble.
That looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, so this one I would definitely draw. He likes to stun a lot of them, and I think that's a mistake. I mean, you can get in trouble drawing the ball, but like this kind of situation, to draw it back and scratch in the corners is unlikely.
Watch the cue ball. I think he's okay, though.
Yeah, as soon as I say that, it goes right for it. But, you know, he hit it at the right speed, didn't overcook it. But that's a good shot. I like how he hit that. I think, you know, the thing about straight pull is that shot where you draw it off the rack, the old timers didn't shoot that much. That's more of a modern thing in straight pull, where guys started doing that more. And when you do that, you're going to end up, you know, close to the end rail sometimes. I mean, there's no avoiding it.
Well, the 10 and 12 are absolutely stone dead, right in the middle of the pack there. They go, as long as the 3 goes out of the way, which is probably what he's playing. But he doesn't need to worry about that 10 and 12. Unmissable. What's he doing?
He's shooting a
1 into the side.
Yeah, he just didn't want to jack up. Let's see what he's going to do here. Yeah, this is a little funny because you can bump the 3 on top of the 5, which you don't want to do. And he managed to avoid that, although
He's
it's a little funny. He's going to shoot.
I presume he spotted the combo, but he's going to break the combo now unless he comes back off that. What is it, 9 ball?
No, he's not going to break it. It's the angle's fine. He won't hit those. It's actually angled pretty straight, even a little the other way. He's fine. I mean, he's got the 8 as a break ball. That's really the only good break ball he's got right now is 8. The 4 ball would be good if there was a ball you could get on it, but it's not. Yeah, he's got himself a teeny bit funny. He's going to shoot the 4 and then probably shoot the 10. Come back and shoot the 12.
Well, he's got to get into that 7 ball and get rid of it.
Yeah, he can do that right now if he wants. Just stop shot on the 12 and shoot the 7 and come straight across with a 5. That's what I would do because it's simple. You just stop shot on the 12. You can't mess it up. And that's what you want when you have these kind of situations where the spot you have to get to shoot a ball is fairly small. You want something like a stop shot. I think he's trying to work out how he's going to play the last balls. He's being indecisive. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's coming up with some kind of pattern I don't like.
Well, he's got there. Just.
Yeah, I mean, he comes up a little shorter and he's screwed. I don't like the pattern he's playing. Now he's very straight. This is, oh boy.
He can't do much with the cue ball at all, so he's got to try and.
He has to roll forward a little bit.
Yeah, he's got an angle.
That was well done. He needed to have an angle or he was going to be pinned on the rail. So you just roll this, come off a little. I don't think he'll hit this hard. No. So that's fine. Now this ball I'm definitely going forward on. If you want to see one you should go forward on every time, it's this one.
Well, Cobra's in the lead. The run goes to 41 and counting.
And I see he's not going forward the way I would. He's above center, but I would put more top on this.
Oh, yeah, no, that's that 6 ball go.
No, the 6 doesn't go. He's got a shot on the 7. He's got to be a little careful. The 2 will go. The 13 will go. He's going to have to shoot the 7 here, I think. But, yeah, the table definitely came out funny. He probably needs to play for a shot on the 2. This is a little bit ugly right now. He's hitting us with inside, which I don't like.
Oh, that 6 ball's gone.
Well,
he's hampered.
He's got a shot on the 2 in the side, I think. Yeah, I think he can shoot the 2 in the side. Obviously, you can shoot the 4 or 2 up table.
There we go.
Well,
run ends on 44. The lead is only 9.
And, you know, if Cobra's going to miss a ball, it's typically going to be something more like that. I mean, that's not a duck. It's one that could be missed. Of course, he shot the 7. That was a shot that could have been missed. Still got some issues with this balls in the center, but I think he's going to be able to work those out. He's kind of in a funny spot there. I think he's got to shoot the 2 and come back for the 15 or the 11. And he's going to opt to do the 4 to those balls. Yeah, he's probably going to try to use the 1 to come into that cluster of balls. Got to be a little careful there because see, that's smart there. He got a lot of angles, so he can keep the speed up on this. You don't want to baby this shot. Boy, he hit that pretty easy, but he came out okay.
If he's on the 5 right now, he needs to get rid of that. Is he on it?
I think he can shoot it. It's close. I think it goes if you put English on it. But, you know, those kind of shots are always...
No, he's not interested in it, I don't think. It looks...
I don't think he'll shoot the 9. The 9's a good break ball.
Yeah, I don't like it myself, looking at that 5.
Let's see if he's going to go back and forth there. Or he's just going to roll it.
Well, let's look at it from the other side.
That doesn't look better from the other side. I think it looks worse.
Well, I think you can certainly get the 3 from this side. There's no doubt about that. If you play the 12 and kill it, you can pot the 3 no problem.
I thought the 5 from the other side looked better than the 3 from that side.
I don't like that. I don't like the... I mean, the 5 into the side is okay if you were sort of squarish on it, I think. You might get away with that, but it looks too close.
Well, he's going to try to run into me here. The only thing about this shot is when you're at this kind of angle coming off the rail, it's a little tricky getting the line.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't kill that and stop it and cut the 3. I'm surprised when he was perfect to kill the cue ball and leave it there.
Well, if you're going to shoot the 3, you want to be above it. Shoot the 11 and roll up, you know, to the side pocket. Because above it, you can use the throw to help you.
We're running out of balls here, folks. We're running out of opportunities.
That's really doubtful in my mind where that 3 goes.
Well, we're going to find out one way or another, depending. Well,
this is a shot he had a long time ago. This is the one that goes. You just need a little bit of left English. Well, I would put left English just to help it.
Well, it's going in. He's played it perfect.
Yeah, see, he hit the 3 ball first there, which in straight pull is legal, of course.
Well, it was debatable whether it would go. Now that needs to keep running. He's got an angle. He's going to have to hammer this, is he not?
He's going to have to hit it hard, and you really want to stun this into the 13. This is not one I'd back up. This is one I'd stun. And yeah, you got to hammer this. This is the kind of shot you don't really want in real life. You don't want to have to take this big a swing at it. Sammy says he hits 3 ball first, that don't go. Well, he did hit the 3 ball first.
Well, you know, we were debating, Semi-Pro and I were debating that, you know, a long while before he got there, you know, and we weren't convinced. But
I would have shot it with some English, because the English would throw it in, and you wouldn't have to take the chance of, you know, coming off the 3 ball thick and missing it.
Yeah, can he get to that 8 ball?
So 2 ball go?
Yeah, he can get the 8 ball. He can
2 ball goes too.
Yeah, he can get the 2 as well. It'll go.
The biggest problem with the 8 ball is it's going to hit the 10, and that's going to cause a problem. Depending on how hard you hit it, it's going to hit it after it hits the rail or before. He's gonna, this is risky. Oh, he hit that beautifully.
Yeah,
That's not risky. That was a really well played shot.
Did the evasive maneuver.
Well, you know, that's a controlled shot.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't anything crazy. And anytime somebody shoots a controlled shot, it's always a good shot. It may not come out good, but it's always a good play.
Yeah, correct, semi-pro. This time I agree with you, because it was debatable that you could get to that clean enough and to get enough of it to get it into the pocket. You saw how it went in. It went right in off the far side of the pocket, right in off the jaw.
Well, I have trouble seeing those in VP. I mean, in real life, if I saw it look like that, I know it's going to go with English. In VP, I have trouble kind of seeing the shots sometimes.
Well, the 2 ball hasn't been moved, so it still goes. And why not take it now when you're right on top of it?
Yeah. Some guys don't like that shot when they're right on top of it.
You know, get right into those balls and open them up.
I like shooting the 3 and then the 5 because it's just sitting good. I mean, it's just a stun over for the 5.
How does it look?
You could roll it. He may just roll it and go forward.
Well,
I wouldn't roll that one, but again, this is VP. It's easy to roll the ball.
Well, he's not interested in the 2. Well, not from where he is at the moment.
No. He hit it hard. I'm not sure why he did that. I would have taken the opportunity to get on the 5 and shoot it.
Now, see if you're going to play that 2, then why don't you play the 6, get rid of the 11? But the 11's a possible break ball, well, isn't it?
I don't get that. He could have just hit that easy and then shot the 5. I don't get what he's trying to do here. I mean, because this side of the table isn't that good. Okay, so he came to this side of the table. There's nothing on this side of the table. He had more balls on the other side, so.
Well, he's got a combo there. That 14-2 goes.
Well, it's close.
Well, that's changed it, and he's lucky he's got the 4 ball.
He's very lucky. That was not, you know, you're gonna hit that shot like that. You gotta put some speed on it. He's very lucky he got a shot.
So you think he's holding the 5 ball for the cut?
I don't know. He should have shot the 5 ball.
Oh, I thought that was going to stay up.
He should have shot the 5 ball a long time ago.
Well, Semi thinks he's going to keep that there. He might be forced into keeping it there because he's having to. He's looking at the 11, so that's it gone. But he's now nudged the 14 into play, and that'll do it.
I mean, the 5 ball is a really shitty break ball too at the angle it's at because.
Well, that's definitely going to change. The 5 ball's going to go soon enough. You know, now that he's got the 14 where it's sitting, he's perfect. He might not be perfect to get on it, but at least it's there.
Oh, he'll have no trouble. I mean, the 2 ball's real good to get on it, although he may be using the 2 to get on the 5, but the 2 ball's very good to get on the 14.
Yeah, but I think you'll agree, Semi, that he's not going to do the 5 ball now. I think he'll leave the 14 where it is now. It's sitting good.
Yeah, the 5 ball's just not that good a break ball because the angle you're coming into the rack.
That's a poor shot. Now it's a poor shot if he was trying to avoid the 14. However, if he's going down the semi-pro route, then the fact he's bumped to 14 won't matter if he can get the angle on this 5 to use it as a break ball, because he's now shot himself in the foot there with that shot.
Well, the 5 ball is one of those break balls you're asking to get stuck in the rack. I mean, if you hit up on the top ball, it's fine. But if you go forward into the middle of the rack, it could just stick.
Well, it's obvious now. You would think he's going to leave the 2 ball as the last, the penultimate ball, and come out into the table for that angle in the 5.
Well, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's trying to screw up right now. Is what he's doing.
Again, he's got a lot of work to do now. The 14's in the pack, so he's got to get this cue ball manoeuvred, and That's
He
not great.
underhit it. But he's okay. That's actually a nice little angle.
Now,
He's going to have to hold this.
little
Put a little
two-railer.
inside on it and hold it. No, I could go 2-rail before the 5.
Oh.
He hit it perfect.
Right, well, here we go. Semi-pro Paul.
So you really got to hit the 6 ball here. If you get below the 6, anything could happen.
And he hit the 6. And he's good to go,
Well,
I
actually, he got below the 6.
Did he? It looked as if he hit it to me, but anyway,
well,
he's got a ball.
What I meant by hit the 6, in the middle
side.
or on the top, not on the bottom side, but he got away with it. I mean, the important thing is the cue ball separated, and that's what has to happen. You know, once the cue ball separates, then it's kind of in the hands of God whether or not you come up with a shot. But if the cue ball doesn't separate, then you got to get lucky.
Well, I'm going to say that Matt needs to be 3 figures.
Well,
he
needs to shoot this 10 ball and run into the 13. That's, I mean, when you get these opportunities like this.
Exactly.
He missed it. Oh, that's bad. Oh boy, that's bad. He's screwed.
I'll tell you, it's worse now.
He's gonna have to shoot the 9 ball.
Yeah. It's amazing how things go wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the nine's not a terrible shot. I mean, again, these back cuts are something that you got to practice. But it's not. This is the kind of shot most straight pull players are rarely going to miss, even though it looks kind of ugly.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit scared of that 9 ball, to be honest with you.
Well, the good news about it though is that you're going into the 7 in a way. You're going to split those up. You're not going to scratch or do something crazy. You're going to control the cue ball. You know, the cue ball is going to stay. So it's, you know, it's a fairly safe shot to shoot at.
Now, what's he doing? Well, he looks as if he's made his mind up.
Got to shoot the 9. I mean,
well, this is
you know, the good news about this, all you have to do is pocket the ball. I mean, I might hit it with a little top, but not a lot. I mean, this is just, you know.
Oh, he's played it well.
Yeah.
Played it very well.
And that's why I wouldn't have put a lot of top on it, because you see where the cue ball was trying to go towards the side pocket.
Side pocket again.
Yeah. You gotta look at the balls and go, well, where's the cue ball going to go if it drives through here? And that was definitely a possibility.
Now, that 1 ball, can you not spin that 1 ball in and try and get into the gap between the 14 and the 3 and nudge that 13 off that?
Oh, no, I'd never do that. That's just, I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm not saying you couldn't do it. It's just that's a crazy shot.
He's got an angle before he can get a hit. He can punch this in and get a hit. He's bound to be on a ball somewhere in the table.
Or he can soft draw this into the 2 and then shoot the 3 and do it.
Yeah. Well, there's no way he's missing it this time, surely. I mean, he's...
Well, he really wanted to hit the 13 there, and he hits the 12, yeah, and that's...
These are normal pockets, Blind Dog.
Yeah,
so
the pockets are bigger than you know, most play on VP4 for good players. But these are more like what you would typically see for straight pool.
And the pockets aren't as huge as you think, Blind Hog, when you see how these players can miss.
Well, they're pretty big, but you can miss.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, I went to the UK and this was, when was this, 95 or 6?
Well, that would be the Steve Davis meeting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, when I went to meet with Steve Davis. And I remember being in a pool room, and this is just when they were starting to play some pool in the UK. And I was talking to one of the snooker players, and he says, man, he goes, these pockets on these pool tables sure are big. He goes, but you can still miss. I was like, yeah. Yeah, they're big, but you can miss.
It's an optical delusion, that's what it is. Well, he's got himself in trouble again here.
He's fine. He shoots a 13 ball.
Yeah, it does go.
He's fine. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to use the 11 as a break ball. He could use the 12.
Well,
The nice thing about the 12 is it's real easy to get on it with the 1.
Well, what about the 1 ball again, though, Steve? The semi-pro brake, the side of the pack again.
You're way better off using the 12 than the 1.
Are we going to take bets right now? Who says he's going to go for the 1 ball? You need to be quick, guys.
Who knows what he's going to do? But I mean, that's not what I'd be doing.
I say he's going to go for the 1 ball.
I'd take the 12 over the 1 every day. Watch out.
Well, he's going to go for the 1 ball now.
Well, and now it may be the 1 ball, because that's not really where you want to hit it. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem. The problem with trying to play for the 11 is that 1 ball is a really crappy ball to get on 11 with. So at this point, you almost have to play the 1 ball.
Right, what's he going? Well, he's a bit straight, but he's going to have to stun this firm if he's going off the rail and out to leave the cut angle.
Yeah, he'll stun it firm.
Yeah, a good bit of oomph into this shot. That'll do well. That's maybe a bit more than he would have liked.
Well, the biggest danger here is scratching up in the corner.
Yeah, off the side of the pack, roll down into the corner. We've seen that plenty of times in the past.
But this will separate.
He's hit them full, and he's got a shot. That's all you're asking for.
He didn't hit it that hard. I would have hit that a little harder, but he's okay. He got a shot because it really didn't separate very well. Right.
Well, he's only 2 balls away from the 3 figures that I said that he has to get to before the end of this visit. The run is 42 and counting. And
well, Cobra's vulnerable. I mean,
he lost.
He lost this once already, and it was one of those matches where Semi-Pro didn't play great. Cobra just didn't play good enough.
Right, so let's have a quick study at what we have here and see if there's anything doing.
Well, stop right here and then shoot the 6. This I would probably stun, and I'd stun it with some speed. If you want to keep the 14, you might go forward on this.
Uh-oh.
Well, he did what I said, and
he's
it's not that wonderful. He's got a shot.
As long as you've got 1 bailout ball, that's all you're asking for. The old bailout. Well, this run. What's Matt's high run? Is it? Somebody remind me what Matt's high run is. It's 70 something, isn't it?
I'm looking right now.
71 or is it 78? It's somewhere, or is it 80 something? I think it might be 80 something. I think Matt's in about 3rd place or something.
It is 88.
Right. Well, that's his target. He's still away from that yet, but if he can put it this way, if he can get to 88 in this run, he's really got Cobra on the rack. What is he? 105. So 105. He's on 48. Put it this way, if he can get 88 here, he's pretty much over the line. What am I talking about?
He just shot his best break ball there.
Yeah. Well, he could go back to the pack this time off that 3 ball, couldn't he? He could do that.
Yeah. It's just having a ball to get on the 3.
I mean, it's sitting right on the diamond. Look, it couldn't be any more. I mean, it's absolutely almost dead in the diamond.
Yeah, well.
So either corner would do off that. What do you reckon? Do you think? Well, I don't think he's got much choice.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
I don't think he's got much choice.
Well,
it's not in it. No.
The 11's outside, but I hate those kind of break balls. Now, in VP4, it's a little bit less sensitive than real life. In real life, that's just a terrible break ball. It's really easy to scratch on that break ball.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's going to use it, and he's going to have some angle on it too.
There we go. Big shot.
Well, you better draw the shit out of this.
Yeah, he's got to get out of there.
This can scratch. If you stun this, there's a real good chance it's going to scratch.
Oh,
See the draw? The draw saved us.
It did save him. It wanted so desperately to get into that pocket and it just swerved at the last second. But
Yeah,
look at the way these balls are sitting now.
Draw.
I mean, this is Christmas come early, isn't it? Look at this for a table. Apart from the fact you've got the 9 and the 2, I think, tied up, or the 4, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to shoot the 5 on the side here. Oh, no, he's got the 7. That's back there.
In fact, when you get rid of that 14, Steve,
watch out.
That 4
that
4 and 9 are dead set into the corner.
See, that's kind of chance he took with the cue ball there, or he could have got screwed.
Maybe not.
What were you saying here? I'm sorry.
I was thinking that 4 and 9 were dead set into this bottom corner here where the 14's going, but I'm not so convinced now that I've looked at it.
Yeah, it looks pretty dead to me.
But he needs to get rid of that 12. But anyway, I don't think he'll be going down that route. If he can get decent on that 5, he can get rid of the little problem.
I'm not sure I'd want to shoot the 5 at this point.
In fact, he's the wrong side of the 5 anyway.
Shoot the 8 and come over for the 2 or 6. Shoot the 2 or 6, you could shoot the 12. I just hesitate to remove a optional break ball at this point.
Well, he's went for the little chip.
Well, that's why he did it, and he made it worse.
Well, you could make the combo, but I think you'd only ever go for that if you were really struggling for anything else, wouldn't you?
Here he goes shooting his other break ball, the 3. He can shoot the 10 if he wants. I'd probably shoot the 10 and come around 2 rails behind into the 4 ball with a little bit of speed. There's enough balls out on the table. I mean,
he'd be unlucky not to go on something from there yet.
Yeah, it's a small chance.
Well, he's going the other way again.
Or some of the straight pull purists would say that what I said was wrong because they don't like to do that. But
well, it's really minimum movement of the cue ball, isn't it? That's the ideal situation in most games. You don't want to start letting that cue ball run loose.
Well, more so in this game.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, it's more so playing a lot of stuns or just rolling the cue ball and playing like little triangles in the same area.
I don't want to
He's going to shoot the 10 and then the 12, I think, here.
I don't want to raise the alarm bells here, but he's got to deal with that little problem unless he's happy to leave that as a combo.
He can do it right now. All he has to do is stun this and over. He shoots the 9.
Yeah, he's good now. He's good now. So, we've got the 1 ball as a break ball now. Bit of tidying up needing done, though. But he should be fine.
I think he's making a smart choice here, yeah. Trying to roll forward and shoot the 2 on the side was risky as far as position.
Well, I think Cobra's done for.
I'm not sure why he's not shooting a 4 ball here. I think he's gonna, because he's not gonna use, at this point, you know he's not using that for a break ball. So.
What did I predict? I predicted 150 to 132, didn't I? Well, I think, if Cobra gets a chance, he might get back in it a little bit, but it's a big ask to get out of this hole. And
he's got himself a little funny here. See how he decides to hit this. He's a little funny. I think he's going to have to come across the table. He may try to slow roll this.
Oh, it's not going to hold, is it? Oh, goodness me.
In real life, you'd never do that. You come across the table.
Oh, I didn't.
I think he'll just shoot a stop shot here.
Oh, yeah. He's absolutely spot on here for the break ball. He's looking and looking. Let's see, right. So if he kills it there and stops it stone dead there, he's got a perfect angle. I don't know why he's keeping looking. Just kill it and leave it where the 8 ball is. Yeah.
That's what he did. Let's see, where's this coming into the rack? This is pretty safe. I'd put a little draw on it. You probably get away stunning it. Yeah.
6
there's
ball
a little
goes
draw.
As a bonus, he's got a shot. The run goes to 69, so he's 19 away.
It's the love number here.
what is he? 69. He's or maybe my arithmetic's gone to pot, but he's not near his high run yet, but he's not far from it.
He's trying to stop his run, is what he's doing. That was not a good shot. I'm not sure what he was trying to do with the cue ball, but that was not good.
Yeah, he can't pot the 12. Can't get
he's gonna have to shoot. He's gonna have to shoot the 8 or the 4, one or the other. And this shot's definitely missable.
Yeah, this is tricky. I mean, he's back looking at this 12, trying to convince himself he can
that was
pot
just
this, but it ain't going.
I don't know what he was trying to do there, but that was not the play.
Yeah, the shot's the 8 ball.
But we've seen him take risks with the cue ball before.
Here we go. He's going for the combo in the 14.
And this is what happens when you keep taking risks with the cue ball. Eventually, you end up with this. Well, the good news is all he has to do is make it.
It's well done.
He did. Good shot.
And he's had a little nudge there in those 3 balls.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the 11, run into the 2-15. He'll have a shot on the 10 or the 4.
And that 15 and 2 is dead set. Well, he's just brushed it and he's made it unset
really
now. He didn't want to do that.
Yeah, now he's got some decisions. You could shoot the 8 and run into the 13. The only big problem with that is you're pushing balls over into your other break balls.
Now, can you get enough into that 8 ball to dodge these?
I would shoot the 12 myself. I mean, either way, the problem with shooting the 8 is there's already 3 balls over there. And you're just shoving balls on top of balls. You know, you got to think about that. It's like, you know, you don't know exactly where they're all going to go. But
what about coming back and leaving it just offline in that 2 ball? You could have played the 2 ball up the table and just got a little brush.
Yeah, now he's going to move them. And, you know, at this point, it's a little better because there's not as many balls sitting over there.
Now, does he want to, I don't think he wants to be soft in this. If he does move them, he has to move them and make them bump off one another, doesn't he? He doesn't want to do that.
I would say that was like the minimum speed you'd want to hit him.
Yeah, he's fine now.
But, you know, he's got his break ball still. He's actually got the 2. He might want to shoot the 12 now. Of course, the 2 goes by the 12, so he's okay there.
Well, Matt's certainly doing what you need to be doing at this stage in the tournament, and he could be doing what Acero did. Acero managed to bump his high run up for the tournament, and Matt's getting there, and he'll be pretty much over the line if he does. I think Cobra's already packed his cue away.
Well, he's not over the line if he gets his high run. He's got to get more than that.
Yeah, he's about 4 short of 150, I think. He's not far off it, but put it this way, it's a tall order for even Cobra to get out of this hole.
Well, it's not over till it's over. You know, Matt's got to finish the deal here. Remember Acero at 199.
Yeah, that I think he had a brain fart at that point.
See this? Where he just, you know, little stop, shot, brought it back an inch to get in the side pocket. That's the way you play straight pull. These kind of patterns, you know, where it's just stop shots are rolling forward or
unbelievable.
See what I mean? It's unbelievable. Like, it's not over till it's over.
Oh dear. Well, the run ends on 80. I think we've cursed him. I'll blame myself for that one.
It's your fault. You did it.
And well, this will be the biggest comeback in the tournament if Cobra can get out of this.
Yeah, well, Cobra's, you know, he's got his work cut out for him because Matt's only 12 away, so this is like
no miss
sort
time.
of have to perform. But Cobra's certainly capable of doing it.
Well, the odds are against him doing it, but you know, if anybody's going to do it, Cobra would be the player, and he might be already in trouble. Yep. He can't. Can he pot that 13?
Ball. You're talking about the 11. It's 9. Close. He's going to shoot the 9. I can't imagine he's going to try to shoot the 11.
I don't think he can get enough of that, can he?
He's looking at it. Maybe he can. It looks pretty tight to me.
No, it's not on. But I think he's going to have to bite the bullet here. This is all or nothing, isn't it?
Yep. Now think about the cue ball.
Well, he's got it.
He's got it.
He's got a bailout as well. He's fine. How's that 1 in 14 sitting once the 7 gets out of the way? Well, it's nowhere
Not
near
wonderful.
Set. Well, I wasn't expecting Cobra to get a chance, I'll be honest with you. I thought Matt was on a roll there.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing was, is Matt played the right shot, too. The way he got on the 15 and everything, and then he just missed the ball.
And that's the other thing I was talking about in that other match. You know, when players are in that position where, you know, Matt's at the table and he's running balls and he's got to 80, there's a point where I think you just have to check yourself, because your mind just can start running ahead of itself, you know, and that's when mistakes like that happen.
Straight pull is hard to keep focused.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah,
that's why I keep saying this is that you really need to try to play this game in a rhythm, because if you don't play in a rhythm, you get tired and it's hard to keep your focus.
Well, I think you've got a point there, Mark. VP Monster said, I think Matt is the most consistent so far in the tourney, and then after that he promptly misses.
Don't get out of taking your share of the blame.
Yeah, but I mean, my voodoo is better than anybody's in VP4. Mark will testify to that, so will Larry. I don't know how many times I've jinxed Larry.
Well, he's going to shoot the 6 ball, and I'd play shape on the 2, get above it where he can get into the 110, 14 and move those.
He should be good for that, shouldn't he? Yeah, this'll do it.
That's what he's going to do. This I would definitely go forward on. He's putting a little bit of right English on, which I like.
Oh, he needs to...
Yeah, he's fine.
Well, hi, everything still goes. I was
yeah,
panicking there, thinking one was on top of the other.
Shoot the 7 ball and draw in between the 10 and 4, and then start picking off those balls.
It's a long road to go. This is where you pay absolutely no attention to the scoreboard whatsoever. You just pop balls. You know, that's all you can do.
Cobra's a grinder, but he's good at grinding. You know, that's the thing, is you're going to be a grinder, be good at it. I used to be a grinder and I wasn't good at it, so I had to change. But if you can grind and do it well, then, you know, it's not a bad way to play. I just don't think very many people can do that well.
Yeah. Well, Cobra can grind, but I don't think he's a Cliff Thorburn. That was Cliff Thorburn's nickname back in the 80s, the grinder. And he could grind. I mean, he could grind for hours, so he could. Well, everything's sitting good as far as a break ball goes. Oh, Eddie Charlton as well, he was a master at it. Eddie Charlton was the one snooker player that didn't believe in, you know, he did everything to avoid using side in a cue ball. That was his philosophy. You know, and in all the years that he played, he could just never get the job done.
Let's see if he can get this angle right. See, now, Cobra didn't put any English on it.
Well,
overhit a little, but he's fine.
Test, yeah. Well, everything's a test now, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing's a gimme.
Yeah. This is another one you want to draw, because it's potentially hitting the bottom side of the 4. It's close.
Don't get Steve started in that, Hogster. He'll be here for hours. Who's the best straight pool player of all time? Unless Steve's made his mind up, there is just one. Are you talking about old time? I mean, all time, all through the eras.
those three guys are definitely, would be in the talking about it. So would Miserik. But, I mean, as far as world championships, Mosconi's got everybody beat. What do you have, 14 of them?
So, Fast Eddie Felson doesn't get a look in, put it that way.
Greenleaf was a hell of a player. I had a buddy that his father was Ralph Greenleaf's road partner. And, yeah, my buddy told me that Ralph and his father drank a quart of whiskey a day each. What does that tell you?
Am I right in saying that Paul Newman hadn't really played pool until he came to make that film? I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, he wasn't. The guy that played some pool was Jackie Gleason. He was a decent player.
Yeah, well, there's a video on YouTube where he's getting interviewed, Jackie Gleason, and he's got a pool table downstairs.
Fats was a one-pocket player. He didn't really play straight pool. I mean, like all pool players, you play everything, but he was really a one-pocket player. Well, the way this is going, I'm not going to be able to finish this match because I got to leave it in 15 minutes.
Well, I'll tell you about the sensational finish later on then, or tomorrow, or whenever.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about Cobra is he's a bulldog. He's going to grind. The pressure really doesn't bother him that much, so.
Well, I mean, he's got another 11 to get to the 3 figures now. When you get to 3 figures, things don't quite look so bad. But again, he just has to get that out of his head. All he has to do is just make sure he's doing, for the most part, the right thing.
Well, I think the important part, if you're Cobra at this point, is you don't think, well, I have to run all the balls out, because you don't. I mean, if you do get yourself in trouble, you can play safe. You haven't lost until you really give up control of the table, give the guy a good shot. So, you got to still play smart. And Cobra usually does. He's probably thinking about keeping the 5 as a break ball. If you're going to keep the 5 for the break ball, it'd be nice to keep the 8 there to get on it. I think that's what he's going to do. 9, 4, 8, and roll down.
You know something? I had my dinner sort of mid-afternoon so that I could watch the football that was on at the time, and then of course get ready for this. But I'm actually starving again. I'm worse than Steve.
Now, one thing, Cobra's definitely improved because, you could see he definitely had planned that out of his last few ball sequence, and so he's getting better. His pattern still needs some cleanup, but he's starting to think the right way. This you want to hit with top and right English because even though it's got angle, the 5 ball's too far down the rack to hit this with left. You want to go right when it's this far down.
Make or break. And that's good enough.
Yeah. And that was well done. He hit it perfect.
Yeah, the problem, Tam, is though, looking at the clock, it's 25 to 9, and I don't want to go to bed in a full stomach, but I don't want to go to bed in an empty stomach either. I might just have a slice of toast. Slice of toast will fit the bill. Just put something in my stomach.
Oh, these difficult life decisions.
Yeah, buttered toast. That's simple and quick.
What's wrong with eating? I just eat. If I'm hungry, I eat. I don't care if I'm going to bed on a full stomach.
No, You know, I don't want to get up in the morning and whatever I've had the night before still lying there. No. I used to do that. I mean, I used to eat Chinese at 11 o'clock at night. Oh God! And then go to bed in a full stomach. No, that's horrible. Well, this is.
The curry would be worse.
I had a curry 2 or 3 nights ago there. It was beautiful. Of course, I had to. Not only did I get I think it was just a chicken curry I got, but not only that, I had to get a portion of bean shoots as well, just to top it up. So I had the fried rice all round the plate, put the bean shoots in the bottom, and then my chicken curry on top. Lovely. And I specifically starved myself all afternoon, knowing that I was going to get something from the Chinese that night, and I thought, right, I'm going to starve myself, and that way I just wolfed a lot down. No, my neighbour, man, I told you, I don't tell you, Tam, my neighbour, she lost her husband last March. Her husband died, and I said to her, I said, look, you know, you can't stay in this house, because remember, she goes about in a little electric wheelchair, and the house is, you know, it's an up and down, semi-detached, you know, and she's struggling for movement, so she's already moved. She's in a little brand new bungalow that they built in the town, and I've got some blue-nosed Ranger supporters moved in next door. Yeah, she's happy in her nice little bungalow though. It's handy for the shops. She only needs to get into her little thing, and then, you know, 5 minutes down the road she's at the shops. Well, Cobra's on 37. He's on
Cobra's
3 figures.
taking his time.
Yeah. Well, he's
taking his time.
He's focused.
Oh yeah, he's grinding away.
Well, what's he going to do? I mean, it could easily be a 2-ball into the side off this 8-ball, couldn't it? I mean, that's perfect for that. Get rid of the 6, roll down in the 8-ball, leave yourself short in the 2, and bang that 2-ball into the side and smack the pack open that way.
I like the 2-ball as a break ball. I think it's perfect.
I mean, the 8-ball is ideal to get down on that too.
Yep. We'll see if he's thinking the same thing.
Nope.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. Those kind of things reduce your odds of success.
You know, that was sitting, but you had nothing to do but roll the 8-ball in and roll through, didn't you? I mean, well, he's going for the semi-pro break again here. No doubt about that.
Yeah, well, that's...
You might regret it. We'll see if the commentator's scenario is going to pan out here.
Yeah, I
mean that was staring him in the face.
It's not ridiculously high, but the 8-ball is off the rail, so this ball is going to want to loop if you hit it wrong. Now, the thing you don't want to do is get up above the center on the cue ball like he's doing. I would just hit this a straight side. I would not get up on top of it because it loops.
Well, he's played it well.
He's good.
He's good to go. Well, I say he's good to go.
Combo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was saying he's good to go, but
it's a pretty easy combo.
What combo are you talking about? Are you talking about the
2-3?
I don't like that because it's a cutback combo. I don't like that from that angle.
Well, he could shoot the 9-3, but you know he's got to get by
tight.
The 1.
Yeah,
I'd shoot the 2-3 myself. He could play a billiard, the 4, and run into the 5.
Well, he's going to cut this with a bit of right. Yeah.
Well, that was a little risk with the cue ball. That could have scratched.
Well, he can get the 3 now and get it out of there.
Yeah.
What's his next ball though? Out for the 2.
Well, he has choices. You could shoot the 4 next. You could shoot the 2 next. He's going to shoot the 4.
I thought he was rolling into the pocket there. I panicked.
He should draw this.
Well,
well, I would have drawn that, but it came out good. He played it well.
he's bought them two at a time
He
now.
must have been expecting to run through there.
We need to look at this side here. 15 will go, but it's tightish past the 1, isn't it? I mean, it will go. Well, that little cannon onto the stun onto the 9 pushed the other ones open, so that's pretty good. And
Yeah,
the 9
well,
will do as a break ball.
Cobra's going to have to make a mistake because he's close enough that he's close enough to the end that.
Well, I'm not going to tempt fate, but my prediction might not be far off the mark here. If that's if Cobra breaks down, that is. But fair play to him if he can hold it together and run out in this one. This is a killer.
Well, I doubt he'll dog it. So if he makes a mistake, it's going to be something else. He just doesn't hardly ever dog it. That's the thing. The strength of his game is just mentally. He just doesn't hardly ever dog it. Now, I've done enough dogging in my life to open a pound or a kennel.
Welcome to Brainfall Out. Yeah, you just arrived in time. Hopefully you don't jinx him, Brainfall Out. We're trying our best not to jinx him.
Yeah, well, those kind of things always hurt, Semi. We all have warts on us from
that was
doing that kind of stuff.
Well, the one thing, Semi, that if he does lose, he'll always remember how he lost. He won't forget that. That miss into the side.
Yeah, but that's how you get better. You do that, you lose, and then it's like, next time you're in that situation, you're like, I'm not doing that. And that's perfect. He's got just a little angle on the 7, so he can increase his angle on the 9.
Yeah. Here we go. Every shot is last chance saloon.
And I would just stun this.
He's going to come back off the 8 ball, isn't he?
And you could put a quarter to half tip above center on this to help hold the ball just a little.
Nice, come off the 8 ball.
That's going to work.
He's good to go again. And Matt's sitting there biting his nails.
Yeah, well, this game's brutal. Straight pull is just brutal.
Well, this is it's painful to watch if you're Matt and he's got that ball running through his head into the side pocket.
Well, like the last time we were kind of getting in this situation, it's not over till it's over. Cobra's got to finish the deal.
Well, he's 12 behind. And he will be in the lead if he can take out most of these. But again, there's work to do though, so he's got to get his thinking cap on here. I think I learned, that's what I meant to say, I think I learned Cobra's first name the other night there. Matt called him Paul. I didn't know that. I'm sure he called him Paul. I think he said some, was he not in the stream? I think he said, I've accepted Paul. But he's kept that secret for a while. Although he obviously chooses his friends wisely. He wasn't telling me his first name. And I'm sitting and looking at the chat in the stream thinking, who's Paul? It's not the Paul from the Philippines, is it? I'm trying to work out who Paul was. And then I realised that they'd arranged a match, and then I worked it out. You see, I do think about things and work things out.
Yeah, that Paul from the Philippines, he hangs out in the pool room. You can tell he knows what's going on with all those guys.
Well, the run is 63. Well, 64 now. Now, does he want to be taking that 14 ball? I don't think so, because he's going to start nudging balls in the wrong direction, I think. I mean, the 15's in the pack, 5 balls sitting there. You know, you've got to... And the other problem is he's the wrong angle in the 8. Would I like to get rid of that 8? So what are you doing, Steve? Are you hanging on here to the bitter end, or are you getting out the door? I thought you said you had to go.
I'm going to have to get out the door. I'm holding off for as long as I can.
I'm sure you could make some sort of excuse. Just say you were eating. They'll know you're telling the truth.
Uh-oh. Boy, that was a little thick.
Yeah, I had to finish a meal. I'd started to eat something, so I couldn't walk away from it. Well, this will get rid of the problem. So he's spinning into that 7 ball.
I would go 2 rails here. I would never do that.
Oh, he's going straight though. He's going straight.
Yeah.
He's absolutely... You know, that's a rod. He's pinching it. He's pinching it. Yeah, little spin round.
Yeah, he can get around the corner here.
Avoid the 5.
And he hit it good. He's got enough angle.
He's fine there as well. That'll do. Yeah.
He's going to have to hit this with a little speed.
Yeah, just to get.
Gotta be a little careful here, because you got to cut it to the left just a teeny bit. This could be missed.
That'll stun.
He didn't. That's well done. And here we go. It's another kind of stun shot. Really.
Well, hill as far as score goes. Well, you said it, Slim. And Cobra's already got more than I predicted he would get. I said 132, 150 to Matt, but that's out the window. Now, what's he got though? He's got the 8 ball into the side.
Yeah, he needs to shoot the 8 and then shoot the 1 or 4 next, because once you get on that side of the rack, the 14, 11, 6, 10, those all go. So you need to make this 8 ball and then shoot the 1 or 4 next. And he didn't get out quite as far as he wanted, but I think he's okay. I don't think the 7 goes, so he's going to have to shoot the 1 and then the 4. Well, shoot the 1 and then the 4, and that gets you on like the 10 ball or the 11 ball.
The only thing I would say about that brain fill out is that you'd have to be up early in the morning our time to get a hold of Redback, because that's in the evening his time. He's down in Australia, so you know, if he's in the lobby all day here, you won't get a hold of him because he'll be in bed. So you'd have to get up breakfast time, you know, like 6 o'clock in the morning to get a hold of him.
Yeah, it would be better to have Redback do it. That's interesting. I'm surprised he didn't go to the 11, but he's okay. I mean, he's going to have to move some balls, and the question is, when's he going to do it?
The thing is, if he tries moving them now, that 13 and 11 aren't backup balls to fall on.
No,
you know.
No, they're not. And he may try to use the 6 and try to get some speed on it. Oh, he's going now. Oh, that was risky going now.
He's only... Oh, is he on the 14? I don't think so. No.
He can shoot the 15. That's it, I think. Well, I would have shot that and got angle on the 6 where I could go into that fast. I would have not done what he just did there. That was risky. He looks like he's going to get away with it.
No, he's okay. He's not really
Yeah.
hampered.
I think he's going to get out from here, but that was a big chance he just took.
There it goes. So he's 6 away from a tremendous run out, it has to be said. Battling performance up to now from Cobra. He's given that chance. But this is where the pressure does mount up.
He's going to shoot the 12. He better be drawing this. Yeah, I didn't like doing it that way. I would have drawn that. You know, he just.
Well,
I think he got lucky. It rolled up. The 14-9 is dead.
He's got to be careful if he's going to play that 6 and run forward and try and get into them, because he could easily scratch off them. I don't think he'd be daft enough to do that.
I think he's going to shoot the 2.
Yeah, I don't like that shot in the 6 ball. You know, you've got to get this. Nah, he's not doing it. Now wait a minute, let's get our facts right here. He doesn't need to do anything. The 4 balls he needs are all sitting there. That's why he doesn't need to get near these. I just looked at the score. He's on 1-4-6. So that's fine. I mean, leave them well alone and just deal with the balls that are
I'm going to say my goodbyes now because I got to go.
Right, well, thanks for joining us, Steve.
Thanks for doing the stream.
You've pretty much seen it anyway. I don't think he's going to fail here. Famous last words.
Congrats to Cobra. Yeah, it would be. He's not going to dog it. He just doesn't dog it.
So it's going to be.
He's got the balls he needs, all right, Bedhead.
Yeah, an 83 run out to steal it. Well, this is going to be painful for Matt.
To Cobra. All right, I'm out of here.
Right.
Good night.
See you later. Take care. Well, this has been excellent from Cobra and painful for Matt, but it's as close as we can get to a proper straight pool match in VP4. I'm going to type. If I can type, I don't think I can. Very well done, Cobra. Unlucky, Matt. That was a great finish by Cobra. You know, he held his nerve. But that's all you can do. You know, you just have to try and stay at the table and get the job done. But that's the ultimate punishment that we've witnessed there. Matt making that error on, you know, the ball wasn't difficult. The mistake was made and he was on a decent run at the time and could have been, you know, home and dry himself had that ball gone into the side, but that's what it is. It's ifs and buts and maybes and whatever. But, you know, Cobra now might get the impression himself that he's destined to win it with that comeback, and that'll give him a hell of a lot of confidence. Matt did well. I mean, Matt got that run to put the pressure on Cobra, which is what I was wanting to see. I was wanting to see Cobra pushed to see how he would react. You know, it's like staring a guy in the face and just, you know, pushing his shoulder and saying, right, well, what you got? What have you got? And Cobra answered the question, and that's championship winning material right there. So let's look at the bracket, and we will see that we have another all UK battle, and it's by the, you know, it's going to be the 2 favourites for the tournament. Let's be honest, it's going to be Cobra and Semi-Pro, and one has got to go. That's it. That's a bit like, that's me giving it the title, like Rumble in the Jungle. It's Cobra and Semi-Pro, and one has got to go. Just remember that tagline, guys. So you've got those 2. And, of course, obviously, what's the deadline date for that? October, what does that say? October the 14th, for that. Oh, no, that's bloody yellow box. Carry on again. Hang on a minute. And we've also then, of course, got the hot seat match with Chimpy. And, in fact, when did they arrange that? Did they arrange that behind my back? Oh no, tell a lie. That was the one that I just realised that was the one I was all set for yesterday, and it's actually next Friday. So I'm off all week, so no problem getting it. And they have the match set for 5 PM British Summer Time next week, so that's like noon Eastern, 9 AM Pacific if you're out your bed in time. And if not, you can watch it played back on the playlist on YouTube. So that is it, guys. Thanks all for your company. It's been a pleasure. Thanks to Steve for joining us. I'm going to have something, a bit of toast, maybe a cup of coffee, and I will bid you good night. And I might even catch a little bit of that snooker that's probably still on at the moment as well. So take care, and see you next week, chaps. Good night.